Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Sean Mathis, and I'm with my colleague Doug Milam, and I'm really excited today to present to you guys some results and case studies from our managed services agency through the converted lead platform. Doug has been with me for about 3 years now, and we recently opened up for new clients on the managed services side. It's been a while since we've been able to take on some new clients, so we're really excited to be able to present this opportunity to you and just show you some of the results that our clients have gotten over the last several months. And to my knowledge, we're the only agency that specializes in insurance lead generation in our managed services. So what we do on the managed services side of things is, rather than the traditional pay per lead type scenario where you might go through a lead aggregator and pay $5 or $10 or $15 per lead, what we do is we actually manage all of your digital marketing efforts through Facebook, through your ads manager, so you can see exactly what we're doing. We're 100% transparent in everything that we do. You see where every ad dollar is being spent. All the reporting is in real time. You have access to see everything that we're doing, all of the ads, and we'll get a little bit more into that here in the presentation. But Doug, would you introduce yourself?
Hey guys, my name is Doug. I've been on for about 3 years. I'm excited to kind of go through what results we're getting and share with you guys.
And Doug, you have experience not only in generating leads, but also as an insurance agent. So a little bit of background on me, if you guys haven't followed me for very long. I was a Liberty Mutual agent. Well, before that, I was a State Farm team member. I did that for about 2.5, 3 years, and then I finally went and started my own book of business with Liberty Mutual. Was the Rookie of the Year my first year at Liberty Mutual in 2011. Remained in the top 5 over my 3 years there, and in January of 2014, I started the Agency Alliance Insurance University. And it's become the largest insurance mastermind in the country, where we teach agents how to leverage social media. So my first 10 months in the business, I wrote over $1 million in new business premium, and it was all because of this thing called Facebook. And I figured out how to generate leads on Facebook. So while everybody was doing the traditional buying lead type deal, I was generating my own exclusive leads on Facebook, and I was also generating leads for realtors and loan officers and building my referral book that way. And then we started the agency in October of last year, where we actually realized that a lot of agents, although they enjoy social media and running Facebook campaigns, the truth of the matter is it's time consuming, and it takes a lot of effort to keep up with all the changes. And here recently, over the last 6 to 12 months, Facebook has made a ton of changes. And so we've opened our managed services back up to kind of take that burden on and be that marketing arm for you, so you don't have to continue trying to learn and spend time managing all of your campaigns. So agents will hire us, and we'll go in and we'll run all of their marketing campaigns and generate all their leads for them, rather than you having to either do it yourself or hire somebody to do it in-house and bring on those employment costs and payroll taxes and worry about training and turnover and all that jazz. And Doug, you tell them a little bit about your background.
Yeah, so I was sales manager for a State Farm for about 2.5 years, and then moved over, opened an independent brokerage with a partner, and we built, I'd say probably 80% of that independent brokerage was built on Facebook ads, and not just for us, but for our referral partners as well. And so through that, Facebook and Instagram have been huge for us as far as building our agency up.
Awesome. So again, what we do on our managed services side of things is we manage all of your campaigns through social media, whether it's Facebook or LinkedIn. We can also do Instagram and Google. Our primary focus, though, is on Facebook ads. That's where we're seeing the biggest return on investment right now. We're a results-driven agency. Again, we have transparent pricing and management models. So basically, we'll set up on Business Manager, and you'll be able to see all of the work that we're doing. And we don't do any contracts or anything like that. We believe in getting results for our clients, and so long as we're getting results, our clients keep us retained. So we're the only insurance-specific lead generation managed services agency that I'm aware of. And we take great pride in doing a really, really good job in the insurance niche. About the ROI, using social media for exclusive leads not only allows you to really target in on your perfect customer, but it gives you an insane return on investment. There's just no other platform that you can see the kind of ROI that you can get when you have us managing Facebook ads for you. I mean, we're averaging, I think, across the board nationwide around $4 to $5 per exclusive household lead. We're going to dive in here in just a couple of slides. We're going to let you see what the leads look like. So when we say leads, we're not talking about a name and an email. We're talking about a full-blown quote request. Everybody that fills out a form, it gets emailed directly to you in real time. So you've got a real-time exclusive lead. It doesn't go to anybody else. Nobody else is calling them, which is why you'll see the incredible contact rates, and the closing rate is anywhere between 15 and as high as 20 and 25%. And we've got Doug has done a really great job he's one of the top closers that I've seen. And whenever he works with his clients, he not only helps you manage your ad campaigns, but he also coaches you on the sales cycle and what's worked for him in the past with scripts and text campaigns and really how to convert these leads as well. So it's more than just generating leads for you. Most of our clients are seeing anywhere between 65 and 80% contact rate. So, the hardest part of internet leads is actually getting a hold of the people in the first place, right? So the problem with the traditional internet leads is they're not targeted. They're typically substandard. They've been recycled. They're not in real time. That person, you call them, and if you get a hold of them, they have no idea why you're calling because they didn't ask for a quote. They probably asked for it 6 months ago, maybe 12 months ago. And they're quite irritated if you do actually get them on the phone. So what this means for you is that you're going to be closing more leads than traditional internet leads. If you're purchasing internet leads, you're going to see immediate results. We're not one of those companies that says, oh yeah, after about 90 days, you'll start seeing some leads. We typically have, when we set up a campaign, you're going to have leads coming within the first few hours in most cases, but for sure in the first 24 hours of being set up and the ad getting approved. Faster sales cycles, because these are people who are interested right now. In real time, they've just filled out a form and said, yes, I'd like a quote. So you're getting a hold of them. They're looking forward to talking with you. And the sales cycle is much quicker than your traditional internet leads. And obviously more commissions and bigger renewals for you. Average client sees anywhere between 200% and 1,000% return on investment from what they're investing in us managing the campaigns, and what they're returning on commissions is incredible. And you're going to see some of those results here. Anything that you want to add on ROI, Doug?
No. We've bought traditional leads in the past and that kind of as well, and I've never seen the ROI as high as it is when you start factoring in social media, and the contact rate is just insane.
Well, the great thing too about being on the managed services platform with us is you're in complete control. You can throttle the ad spend and really control how many leads that you get. If you want to double down, if you're having a really good run on a campaign, you can double down on your ad spend. If you've got a bonus coming up that you're about to hit, you can throttle that up and drive more leads. Or if you're going to be on vacation, you can put the campaign on pause. So you're really in complete control of the entire process, which you don't have that with the traditional internet lead model. So here's an example of what the lead looks like. This is somebody that we were running in Illinois, and as you can see, there's 270 entries. Whoa, 270 entries for this particular campaign. So this agent installed 270 leads in 30 days. Now, here's the great thing about when we say lead, again, these are households. So 270 households. You can see on this lead, he got an auto. I want to quote on auto, home, and life. And you can see we've got 3, 4, 5 cars. So 5 cars, a homeowner, and a life. That's one lead, and he got 270 of those. So when we say lead, we're not talking about an auto or a home or a renters. We're talking about a household. And in most cases, you're going to see at least a couple cars in a house or a couple cars in a renter. So at least three item counts per lead. So if you look at 270 leads and you multiply that by 3, that's 600 items probably that this particular agent saw in his first 30 days with us. We had them set up where the leads scheduled their own callback. They requested a callback time. Some people like that, some don't, because if this particular agent had a huge team, and so he could pretty much facilitate any requested callback time. But sometimes you get people that will be on third shift and they'll request a callback at 2 o'clock in the morning. So it's completely up to you. That's the great thing, is that you are in control. You can determine how these campaigns look. We go through a deep dive on the onboarding call to really find out exactly what kind of lead you're looking for, what your perfect customer looks like. We have a good understanding of what exactly that you want to target. And when you're on this platform, you can choose to spend your ad budget however you want. If you want to run life insurance campaigns, we can do that. If you want PNC, we can do that. If you want to use Facebook, we can do that. If you want to use, Instagram or LinkedIn, we can do that as well. It's completely up to you. You're essentially quarterbacking the deal, and you're leveraging our experience to execute the strategies that you have envisioned for your agency to help you hit your goals. Close rate of 31%. Industry average is anywhere between 5 and 7%. I think 10% is probably a little bit high. He wrote 73,000 in premium in his first 30 days. And a lot of these people you have to follow back up with. Maybe you got to call them in a couple weeks or whatever. So these are just results that we got from him, and at the end of the first 30 days. He spent a total of $2,000. And as you can see, he made back $8,000 in commission, and then they just doubled down their ad spend and increased it to $4,000. So this is just kind of one example that we've had out there. And we're going to show you what 90 days looks like, 60 days, 30 days, so that you can see that they're scalable results. It's not like one of those situations where you buy a lead from a provider and the lead quality seems to diminish over time. It's actually quite the opposite. The longer that you work with us, the more that we get to understand your market, the more that we understand how your salespeople are closing, and we continue to get better and better leads. The more sophisticated the ads get, the audiences get built up, and it just gets better over time. Here's a 90-day case study. As you can see, we always get results at the end of each month from our clients. We have them let us know how they did. We follow up weekly whenever you're on our managed services platform to just kind of go through the ad spend, get a good idea of whether or not you're converting, and again, stay proactive so that we don't get to the end of the month and somebody say, oh, well, those leads were terrible, right? If you're not getting good leads, and we want to know that so we can make adjustments, because we're controlling the campaign. So if we get a rash of a bunch of renters and you want homeowners, then we can change some filters or some targeting, maybe get out of a certain zip code or whatever the case might be, in order to make sure that we're getting you the exact kind of leads that you're looking for. So this agent got 415 exclusive households in over a 90-day period. And you see reported that he contacted more than 75% and delivered 7 quotes to 75% of the leads. Closed $123,000 in new business premium. Over the 90 days, invested $2,250. And the client, after his bonuses and commission, made over $30,000 in 90 days. So it was averaging $10,000 a month in commissions right out of the gate after hiring us. So again, these are immediate results. These are it's not something that takes months to start seeing these results. It's the only situation that I know that an agent can get on board and really see the production move immediately. I can't tell you how many customers that have come on board with us, and all of a sudden their production spikes, and they're getting calls from district managers or sales leaders saying, what in the heck is going on over there? How are you doing this? And it's really great to be able to help somebody make that kind of money, immediately in working with us. Doug, if you will share our 60-day here.
Yeah. So this client, you can see he had quoted 161 line items from this campaign after 60 days, and made contact with 50 to 75% of the contact rate. So even on the low end, a 50% contact rate is huge. And quoted 25% of them, and sold 25% of them. Wrote just shy of $50,000 in new premium. So I mean, in a 60-day time, writing, that's $25,000 a month in premium, which is insanely huge for an insurance agent to be writing, just off of one lead avenue. And then if you start factoring in referral sources and things like that on top of this, some sales techniques that we all know being in the insurance world, definitely can up that 50,000 real quick.
And then here's an example of somebody in their first 30 days with us. This client started on a relatively small budget, got 50 leads in his first 30 days, but he made contact with more than 75% of them. So the great thing is, it's like when you're making contact with 50 to 75% or more of the leads, you don't have to buy hundreds of leads to produce the same results that you might, if you're buying internet leads, you got to buy 100 to, get a hold of 10 of them, right? So with ours, you're going to get a hold of, out of 100, you're going to get a hold of 75 of them. A lot of agents, depending on the size of the sales force and the size of your team, will determine how many leads that you really need to be working on a daily basis. Because when you're getting into sales conversation, you see quoted 75% of these. When you're quoting that many, you have to have the team to be able to support it. So, while you see some agents getting hundreds, you might be wondering why did one guy get 400 households and one guy got 50? Again, it comes down to sales team and what the bandwidth is at your agency. But whatever it is, we can definitely keep all of your salespeople in good sales conversations and closing business. And ultimately, that's going to help you with employee retention. Morale in the office is going to be better. Everybody's going to be happy making money. Your agents aren't going to be pissed that you got them working shitty leads from the internet lead providers. Here he closed 25% of the lead. That's crazy. 25% close rate. Wrote 38,000 in new business premium in his first 30 days. So again, these are predictable and scalable results. We can tell you once you give us your budget and we look at your market and what kind of leads you're looking for with pinpoint accuracy, how far your budget's going to get you, how many leads you're going to get. And again, we're going to also help you, coach you through that sales process to make sure that you're able to convert the leads as well. So one of the other things, like I said, is you're in control of the budget and how it's spent. A lot of realtors or a lot of insurance agents like to work with real estate agents and loan officers. The problem is most of you guys have nothing to offer these guys in terms of value. You go in there and everybody's doing the same song and dance about, best price, best service. I'll answer my phone quick. I'll send you a binder, whatever the case might be. But ultimately, you're not bringing any value to these real estate agents and loan officers, which is why you're struggling to get any loyalty out of them or have get the number of referrals that you want to work. And so a lot of our clients will hire us to run campaigns, so you can actually walk in the door to a real estate office or into a loan officer and provide them leads of people that are looking to buy and sell real estate. And Doug is one of the experts on real estate agent and loan officer leads, finding people that are looking to buy and sell houses. And he manages most of our real estate agent and loan officer clients as well. So, being able to have somebody like Doug on your side to run campaigns so that you can go into a meeting with a loan officer and with confidence, look them in the eye and say, look, I can get you, 5 to 10, new clients a month. If I can be your preferred insurance guy. What I do, I've got a marketing agency that specializes in in lead generation, and I'll stick these guys on a campaign for you, and I want to help you grow your business. And that's going to be a much more valuable conversation to have with a loan officer than just going in there saying you'll turn a binder around quick and get their policy lower to lower the monthly payment or whatever the case might be. Doug, you want to share this case study?
Yeah, so this was ran this for a real estate agent at a home listed here in Arizona, and in 14 days they had 62 exclusive leads that came in. The leads were actually interested in this specific property. It was a single property listing. They had a contact rate of 25%, which is extremely huge. Interested in this. This real estate agent was actually able to sign 18 clients off of this deal that either were interested in buying that minute or were interested in buying in the next few days. The rest of them were set up in drip campaigns for the future, and I know I actually just talked to him yesterday, and he has signed 2 more clients off of drip campaigns about 4 months later here. So there's still clients coming in for him on this ad. This specific home, he was actually able, one of those 18 clients that he signed off of this actually ended up buying this home, and he was able to double in the deal. And so what that resulted in, it was a $286,000 listing. So for a $450 spend on getting these leads, he generated $17,000 in commission, and still had just on this one home, plus has the other 17 clients that he's already signed, and that's number's gone up to 2 more now 4 months later. So I mean, the return on investment for him is just ridiculous. on this. And that's the kind of thing that you'll be able to take into your real estate and loan officer partners, and say, hey, look, these are the kind of results we can get. We can get you 62 leads in 14 days. 20 clients in a month is just, for them, is ridiculous.
Yeah, and you want to talk about being able to get some loyalty out of a referral partner. When you can produce these kind of results for your partners, they're not going to go anywhere. They're never going to send another insurance binder anywhere else. And it makes your job a hell of a lot easier and allows you to, go out there and get as many referral partners as you can possibly handle, because we've got the ability to scale this and support as many as you want. So rather than the tit for tat, waiting for somebody to ask you for a mortgage referral, and then you have to decide which of your 4 or 5 mortgage lenders that you work with that you're going to send it to, you can support all of your lenders and make sure that they're all getting leads on a consistent and regular basis. So our contact info is here. You can call me direct at 469-400-9655. Sean at Converted Lead or sean@thisTV@gmail.com. Drop me an email. Hit me up on Facebook. You can fill out the form here on the page and schedule a time with us. Either myself or Doug will personally oversee your campaigns and get you all set up. We have about 3 or 4 openings right now for clients. And once we're at capacity, we'll be on a wait list until somebody decides not to renew. So because we don't do contracts, you'll have on a month-to-month basis, we'll always have a couple of openings here and there. Some people will take off or go on vacation or whatnot. But we do have some openings and like to invite you to have a conversation with us and see if this is a good fit for you. I think considering the results, you really don't have anything to lose to give it a shot. It's certainly going to be advantageous for you over any other avenue that's available to you as an insurance agent. The truth of the matter is you've got cold calls, you've got internet leads, or you've got mailers that you can do. And, over the last 10 years, that's proven to diminish in value over time. The leads are getting worse. The mail campaigns continue to get lower and lower response rates. Every year it's less and less effective, and nobody wants to cold call all day long. So if you want to get results right away, you want to deal with people where you're getting 50 to 75% contact rate. You're actually talking to people that are looking forward to speaking with you, and you want a good quality lead that you're going to be able to close today and start seeing immediate return and immediate boost in your production. This is the best way to go for you guys. It doesn't take years to build $1 million book of business. It just takes the right marketing plan. With the technology the way that it is and the capabilities that we have, there's really no reason that you shouldn't be doing $100,000 a month in premium, regardless of what your average premium, annual premium is in any state. It doesn't matter. We have the ability to generate enough leads that any agent that works with us can easily write $1 million of new business year in and year out. So I'd love to have the opportunity to get you there. Like I said, I did it in my first 10 months. I hit my first $1 million in premium, and insurance is a lot more fun when you're actually closing deals and making money. There's a lot of money to be made out there. So if you're ready to see some different results and you're really ready to take things to the next level, I want to invite you into that conversation with myself or Doug. Give us a call and see if this is a good fit for you.